Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Dawn Sterling. After weeks of demanding transparency from the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office, the body camera footage showing the final minutes of Sonya Massey's life has been released to the public. We do want to warn you, the video is graphic and we will not be showing it in its entirety on air. Sonya Massey was shot by former Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson on July 6th. She had called 911 about a prowler in the area, but as videos show, her interaction with the deputies escalated in a matter of seconds. We are bringing you team coverage as the community continues to cope with Sonya's death and the murder charges the deputy is now facing. We start with Fox's Julia Rosier with a closer look at the video. Julia?
Dawn, that's right. I have seen the whole video. It's about 36 minutes long, and most of it is from the body camera of the second deputy who responded to the scene, not Sean Grayson, the former deputy who is now charged with murder. In the video, you can see former deputy Sean Grayson and the other deputy whose name hasn't been released searching Massey's property for a prowler. At 1:18 a.m., the deputies entered her home. You can see her go into the kitchen where she was boiling a pot of water. It was about 3 minutes after deputies entered her home when she was shot.
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
I rebuke you in the name of
You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Being shot. We're not airing that part of the video, but you can find the whole unedited video on our website. In studio, I'm Julia Rosier. Back to you.
Thank you, Julia. Sonya Massey's family was able to view the body camera footage last week. They met with ISP officials and prosecutors at the NAACP building to go over the evidence in the case and the charges. A rally in support of her family during that difficult day. Organizers of that rally echoed her family's calls for peace as more information about Massey's death came to light. And now that the body camera video is public, Massey's family is speaking publicly for the first time since her death. In a news conference with their attorney, Ben Crump, her family continued their calls for justice and for peace. Fox's Carolina Hassett was there and has more on the message to the city. Carolina.
Another emotional day here at the NAACP in Springfield, where Sonya Massey's family faced the public for the first time. Attorney Ben Crump describing that video as heinous, shocking, and disturbing. Crump was joined by the Massey family and Senator Doris Turner. Crump said that black women don't get the consideration or respect in America. He referenced one of her last words, which were, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus."
Where is the humanity? Where is the training until we get justice for Sonya Massey? We rebuke this discriminatory criminal justice system in the name of Jesus.
Now, Crump said he will fight for complete justice for Sonya Massey's family, including figuring out how the deputy got hired, as well as urging Congress to pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. Now, during the press conference, Sonya Massey's father demanded that Sheriff Jack Campbell resign. In Springfield, I'm Carolina Hassett. Back to you.
Carolina, thanks. Crump said experts are currently going through and studying that body camera footage. And the deputy who shot Sonya Massey is now facing 5 criminal charges, including 3 counts of first-degree murder. Sean Grayson, who you see here, was indicted by a grand jury last week, and a judge has ordered he remain in custody before his trial. He has pled not guilty, and his next court date is set for August. Tonight, the Sonya's Massey's family and the community are continuing to call for peace. Dozens of people walked from Pleasant Grove Baptist Church to Comer Cox Park as a way to support Sonya's family and bring the community together. The march ended with a gathering at Comer Cox Park. That's still happening right now. That's where we find Fox's Carson Gordy with more on how the community is reacting to the release of the body camera footage. Carson?
Many people gathered here at Karma Park in Springfield to honor the life of Sonya Massey. I spoke to an organizer who organized the march here and also the barbecue, and she said that after that body cam footage was released, she wanted an outlet for people to come together. We're going to just step out of the frame and show the people that came here to support Sonya Massey. Numerous people wearing t-shirts with her symbol. They're providing free burgers, hot dogs, snacks, and water. They're playing music, as you can hear. And and I talked to a couple residents who personally knew Sonya Massey. They said the exact same thing. She was a very nice woman. She was a person that loved God, and she was an affectionate person. I spoke to one kid named Alfred who knew her. He was friends with her daughter. She said every time they saw each other, she would give him a hug. I'm Carson Gordy. Back to you.
Carson, thanks. Statements have been pouring in of support for Sonya's family and calling for change, including a statement from President Joe Biden, who says the Sonya Massey should be alive today. He goes on, in part, to say, quote, Sonya's death at the hands of a responding officer reminds us that all too often Black Americans face fears for their safety in ways that many of us do not. Sonya's family deserves justice. We will continue to follow this story, an ongoing criminal case. You can find the latest updates both on air and on our website, foxillinois.com. Don't forget to check our social media pages as well.
Good evening. I'm Carolina Hassett. Eliza has the night off. We're continuing our coverage into the death of Sonya Massey. The Sangamon County coroner officially calling it a homicide. The coroner says Massey's cause of death was a gunshot wound to the head. Massey was shot after an encounter with deputies who were called to the area for reports of a prowler. She was later pronounced dead at HSHS St. John's Hospital. Now we're learning what took place inside of the home. Fox Illinois' Julia Rosier joins us now with more.
The video is 36 minutes long. Most of it is from the body camera of the second deputy who responded to the scene and not Sean Grayson, the former deputy who is now charged with murder. The video starts out with the deputies walking around Sonya Massey's house looking for a prowler. During the search, one deputy spotted a car in the driveway with a busted out window. Deputies then knocked on Massey's door and rang the doorbell for about 3 minutes before she answered.
What do you need help with?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if y'all could help me.
What do you want help with?
Huh?
What do you want help with?
I heard somebody outside.
Yeah, we checked your house. We checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all these backyards. We checked your front yard. We didn't see nobody. Yeah, so nobody's out here.
Deputies searched the property and talked to Massey on her porch.
It took you so long to answer the door.
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get
I got you. All right. Is there anything else we can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
While the other deputy goes to the driveway to look at the vehicle, Grayson stays at the front door talking to Massey. You can then see Grayson go inside the home. We cannot hear the conversation in the video leading up to him going inside, but a few minutes later you can see her go into the kitchen where she was boiling a pot of water. It was about 3 minutes after deputies entered her home when she was shot.
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
It was right after this when Grayson pulled his firearm. Massey put her hands in the air and said, "I'm sorry," and ducked for cover before being shot. We have decided not to show you the entire video on air. We have learned that Grayson's body camera was activated after Massey was shot, but the other deputy's body camera was on the entire time. You can find the whole unedited video on our website. In studio, I'm Julia Rosier.
Thank you, Julia. Sonya Massey's family was able to view that body camera footage last week. And Springfield Mayor Misty Buscher is sharing her thoughts on the death of Sonya Massey. She released a video, and here's what she had to say.
This footage is a haunting demonstration of what we must never allow to happen. Our hearts go out to the Massey family and to everyone in our community who has been affected by this senseless act. I want to make it unequivocally clear that this Sangamon County deputy's actions do not reflect the values and integrity of our Springfield Police Department.
Buscher also says she demands accountability and justice for Sonya. Now, the Illinois Association of Chiefs of Police also releasing a statement saying in part, quote, upon watching the video, it is obvious that the actions of the now former deputy do not represent values and training of the hardworking men and women of this honorable profession, end quote. Well, civil rights attorney and Sonya Massey's family representative Ben Crump reacting to that video at a news conference today at the NAACP. This is where Massey's family faced the public for the first time. Crump described the video as shocking, heinous, and disturbing.
While she's staring down the barrel of his gun that he's drawn on her. He drew the gun on her. She says her last words, "Sorry, sir, I'm sorry." She ducks. And when she stands back up, he shoots her in the face.
Crump said black women don't get the consideration or respect in America. He added he is fighting for complete justice for Sonya Massey, which includes figuring out why the deputy was hired and passing the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. Now, former Sangamon County Deputy Sean Grayson is currently facing charges in connection to Sonya's death. Officials say Grayson faces 3 counts of first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. Grayson pleaded not guilty last week in court. He was denied pretrial release. A pretrial hearing is set for August 26th. A peace walk taking place this afternoon in honor of Sonya Massey. People gathered to march from Pleasant Grove Baptist Church to Cox Park to call for peace. After the walk, there was a barbecue at the park with an open mic for anyone that wanted to speak. Well, the Springfield community came together tonight to honor the life of Sonya Massey in a peaceful manner. Fox Illinois' Carson Gordy was there and joins us now. Carson, what was it out like there tonight?
With a march and a barbecue, hundreds of local residents gathered peacefully to remember Sonya Massey and pray that she earns justice after the fatal shooting.
It was very powerful, just seeing all the people come out from our community, different ages, different races, different sexual orientations, all coming together for one cause, which is to get justice for Sonya Massey.
I mean, I'm here with misty eyes right now, literally, because even just talking about this.
With the Illinois State Police releasing the body cam footage of the fatal shooting of Sonya Massey, organizers thought it was important to provide an outlet for the public to peacefully gather and honor her life.
And have people come up here, be able to express themselves on the open mic. The kids are playing basketball, we've got face painters, and we've got free haircuts and free food. So the family of Sonya Massey comes in peace. They don't want anybody destroying our community, and we have to come together, you know, to spread love and peace.
I knew her personally. It was my friend's mother. Just was always happy. It felt like I never seen her sad personally. But I only seen her a few times anyway, but I just knew her. And I feel like she always gave me hugs, and it was just sad.
The people I spoke to who knew her said she was nice, gentle, and God-fearing.
My mother, she was right there next to me. We just hugged. I started crying. I just couldn't pull myself together. It was very sad.
There was also a petition being circulated around the event. They're looking for an investigation into Sangamon County's decision to hire Sean Grayson. Massey's lawyers and their family have brought up concerns with his arrest record and working for 6 departments in 4 years. I'm Carson Gordy. Back to you.
Thanks, Carson. At this time, we're still working on confirming the reasons why Grayson left each individual department. Well, Fox Illinois has been working for you and has been covering this story since it broke over 2 weeks ago. You can head over to our website, foxillinois.com, to see what we've covered from the shooting to the protests and Sonya's homegoing services.
Don't miss a video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today for more Central Illinois news.